Imagine standing in the middle of an endless wilderness, no roads, no signs, no compass, no GPS, just you, and a world that stretches farther than your eyes can see. If you walked in the wrong direction, no voice would tell you to turn around, there would be no second chance, getting lost could mean disappearing forever. For nearly all of human history, maps didn't exist, yet somehow, our ancestors crossed continents, found food, discovered new lands, and built civilizations. How? Every journey began with uncertainty. Families left their homes without knowing what waited beyond the next mountain, or whether they would ever return. Forests looked endless, every tree resembled the last. One wrong turn could leave you wandering for days. Mountains offered no directions, only choices, and every choice carried risk. One valley led to water, another, to starvation. Nature wasn't trying to help you. Storms erased footprints, floods changed rivers, snow covered every landmark. The world was constantly rewriting itself. Crossing a river wasn't just difficult, it was a decision with life or death consequences. One mistake, and the journey ended there. When night arrived, travel stopped, darkness erased the landscape, the only guide left was the sky above. Long before compasses, humans looked upward, the stars became their map, night after night, season after season. One star mattered more than all the others, the North Star, always pointing north, a silent guide that never asked for anything in return. By day, the sun became another compass, it rose in the east, set in the west, simple knowledge, that saved countless lives. Nature spoke constantly, if you knew how to listen, the flow of rivers, the shape of mountains, the moss on trees, even the wind carried clues. Knowledge wasn't written in books, it lived inside people. Parents taught children, elders taught hunters, every lesson remembered could mean survival. Humans learned something remarkable, animals rarely got lost, they followed ancient migration routes, repeated for thousands of years. Sometimes, the safest path was simply following them. Birds became teachers, watching their seasonal migrations revealed where warmth, water, and life could be found. High places offered a gift, perspective. From a mountain peak, a traveler could memorize rivers, valleys, and distant landmarks, creating a map inside the mind. Rivers became nature's highways, follow the water, and eventually, you would find life. Along difficult trails, travelers began leaving small signs behind, a carved tree, a broken branch, a stack of stones, simple messages for the next person. These markers became the world's first navigation system, not drawn on paper, but built into the landscape itself. Certain places became unforgettable, a giant rock, a twisted tree, a waterfall. Landmarks became memories, memories became maps. Before maps were drawn, they were spoken. Stories described mountains, rivers, and dangerous paths. Every storyteller carried an invisible map inside their mind. Around campfires, entire generations memorized journeys they'd never taken. Knowledge traveled, long before people did. The greatest navigation tool humanity ever invented wasn't paper, it was memory. These invisible maps allowed humans to migrate across entire continents, crossing frozen landscapes, dense forests, and endless plains, without ever seeing a map. Some journeys became even more astonishing. People sailed across open oceans, with no compass, no charts, only the stars above, and the waves below. Polynesian navigators crossed thousands of kilometers of open Pacific Ocean, guided by stars, clouds, birds, and the rhythm of the sea itself. Even today, their achievements astonish scientists. They could feel changes in ocean swells, invisible to most people. The sea became a language, and they learned to read every word. Across the world's deserts, nomads followed stars, wind, and shifting dunes, finding water where outsiders saw only endless sand.
Generation after generation, the route lived on, not inside books, but inside human memory.
Of course, not every journey ended well. Many travelers simply vanished, lost to forests, mountains, or deserts, never to be seen again. Sometimes survival depended on one final piece of luck, meeting another traveler, someone willing to point the way home. Eventually, humans decided memory wasn't enough. They began drawing the world. The first maps appeared, simple at first, but revolutionary. Every coastline, every river, every mountain, carefully recorded, so future generations would never have to start from nothing. Over thousands of years, those simple sketches evolved into satellites orbiting Earth, and maps that update every second. Today, most of us couldn't imagine traveling without GPS. One tap, and our destination appears instantly. But for almost all of human history, the greatest navigation system was the human mind. Every road, every city, every trade route exists because someone first found the way, without a map. The world wasn't discovered by people carrying perfect directions, it was discovered by people brave enough to keep walking into the unknown. The next time your phone tells you where to go, remember this: for hundreds of thousands of years, humanity navigated the earth, using only the sky, the land, and the extraordinary ability to remember. Maps changed the way we travel, but they didn't teach us how to explore. That instinct was already inside us, and it guided humanity long before the first map was ever drawn.